And we go get his videos off the camera, please. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Global Trading Software YouTube channel for the Live Trading Room. I want to jump right in here and show you guys this gold trade. This is the opening range that we've been keeping an eye on. You guys, a couple of you guys have been asking some questions about the opening range trade and how it works. So you take a 5-minute time frame. Take a 5-minute time frame, and then you put it at the top of the candle and at the bottom of the candle. Right, you keep moving the bars up and down with the candle itself. So I've got the bottom of this bar right here at the bottom of this Heikin-Ashi candle. And if it punches through, you just adjust it for the first 5 minutes, right? So we got 30 seconds left on this candle right now. And then at the end of that 30 seconds, we're going to see if it breaks out of that range. If it breaks out of that range, man, we're good. We're going to take the trade one way or the other, okay? Now, you've already got, this is just, wow, this is ridiculous. Look at all of, it has broken through zones of resistance right here. It has okay. And there we got a bat pattern that formed right there. Now I'm going to be honest with you and tell you that this is new to me, the patterns, the harmonics. So I may show you. It almost looks like it's a bullish harmonic, but I don't know that because it's not my strong suit. So I've got some learning to do. But what we're looking at right here, this is on the 5-minute. It's breaking out the bottom of this range right here. So what you're looking for, swing back over here to, there we go. Now we're looking pretty strong. Let's go ahead and sell out of it right here. Set yourself a profit target, right? Make sure you got your profit target. Paul's average is about 30 ticks is what he usually allows. So let's look at this in combination with the manager. It is very strongly pointing downwards. I'm talking about this thing is solid as the day is long, not going anywhere. It's going down, right? Down, down, down. So we're going for, my profit target is usually about $300 on a trade. So if I can get $300, I may just go ahead and take that and be happy with it, which is fine with me because, it is what it is, right? I'm not trying to make $1 million, just trying to be consistent, right? So hopefully today is going to be a little bit less crazy than it was yesterday. So he's sitting right here eating some waffles, and we're going to do all right. So we're going to keep an eye on this right here. But for those of you that are new to this channel, this is Global Trading Software YouTube channel. We do a live trade room every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We do the opening session at 8:30 in the morning Eastern time till about 10:30 Eastern time. And then we do an afternoon session looking to see if we can find any good trades in the afternoon as well. Yesterday really wasn't the best day, I don't think. We didn't really have a whole lot of luck finding anything in the afternoon yesterday, but definitely want to keep it available. Boom, boom, boom. Hang on just a second. Let me turn this down real quick. It's going to be the child's videos. So definitely want to keep an eye on this. Definitely want to keep an eye on that afternoon session to make sure that we're not missing out on any good trades. So the name of the game today is keep an eye on the data, right? So data came out at 7:30 Central Time it came out. And then it looks like it had a pretty decent effect on the market itself. But gold has just been on the tumble, really and truly on the tumble, right? This is ridiculous. We had a 6-star sell come in at, gosh, what time was that? 6:30, 6:20 ish. right? And then so the entry on that 6-star on the 3-minute would have been 777.4, right? 777.4. And we're still going. It's at 762 right now is the low, right? Our target's 759. So, I mean, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. That is unreal. We got a stop loss in here as well. Now, the stop loss, okay. The stop loss realistically should be about at the top of the range, right? So, I mean, you're going to take some heat if you, yeah, no, I mean, yeah, you're going to take some heat on an open range trade if you're wrong. You're going to take some heat. But the idea is to not go bust, right? So I'm managing it based on my own personal risk tolerance, I guess you can say. We got a little turnaround going on here. Let's see what happens here. It's been venturing up into that area up there, into this Ema Cloud, and then it'll bounce and then turn back around. So let's see if we can't get something off of it. I know we're going to. Yeah, there you go. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. But I mean, opening range trade is no joke. It will make or break. Well, if you don't have the account to sustain it, it will definitely break the day for you. Or it will make the day for you. Either one. It's really really fantastic. So keeping an eye on it. Look like we broke through some sort of resistance there, coming on up into the $400 range right there. Boom. I'll take me 400. Now, that is simply because of I'm doing a prop account, right? So my goal is to hit a certain profit target over a certain point of time. And in doing so, show consistency and be able to become funded that way, right? So if that's something that you're doing, obviously you don't want to go too crazy with the with the with the amounts that you're trading, right? You want to be conservative. I'm trying to be conservative because I have a very bad habit. I have a very bad habit of going all out. I'll go all in on a trade and it'll be wrong. And that will be that, right? And so I'm trying to do better. So I took my $400. That's going to put me at 990 on the day so far, all of which is off of gold. All of which is off of gold, right? Everything is off of gold. That opening range was 400, and then you had the 6-star up top up here, and then you had a couple of pullbacks. So I added in on that. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, Paul. Now, remember, the goal of this software is not to do everything. It does a whole lot for you. Okay, I mean, let's just be honest with it. It does a ton for you, but it does not do everything for you. Okay, it could be the best 6-star. Matter of fact, let's look at this real quick. Boom. All right, so it can be the best 6-star. Actually, I'm just gonna remove all these right here. Remove all guys. Boom. There we go. All right. It can be the best 6-star ever. Best 6-star ever. Boom. And then, I mean, that is so beautiful. But if you don't look to the left, if you don't do your job, if you don't do your due diligence as a trader and look to the left, right? Go to a higher time frame. Look to the left. See what's coming, right? This is where that 6-star came in up top, right here. Up top. And look at, I mean, you got some resistance right here, which it bounced off of. Look at it. Same. Right here. Right there. And then you keep sliding left because it's not over yet. See how serious, how dedicated this zone of resistance actually is, right? So you keep sliding left. What's going on, Alan? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming, sir. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. I'm sure there are some things that I could do better, and I take criticism very well. So please make sure to hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Take a moment to subscribe if you haven't already, because we like new people. We really, really do. My kids are getting ready to go to school, so it's going to be a little bit on the loud side for just a little bit, and then it should chill out. But have a good day. I love you. All right, so let's look. We're back here on the 5 minute time frame. Now remember the opening range on the 5 minute time frame. That was really great. That was really great. I mean that was, and you're still in it. If you're listening to the manager and you got in it on this 6 star up here, you're still in the trade. I mean, Paul took. If you're a member of the Discord, Paul posted a picture this morning where he made $3,900. I see here, $3,900 is what he made this morning on that gold trade right there. All right, so we got a 6 star buy on the 5 minute YM. So let's slide over there. Yesterday, I kind of made a bit of a mistake on my part. I had the wrong charts up. I was using U instead of Z on as the chart that I was looking at. So I really want to break this down for you guys real quick. What you'll see here is the 1 minute on this side, the 5 minute up here, the 3 minute here, and the 15 minute here. Okay. So the way I have mine set up, it allows me to keep an eye on all the time frames at one time. Okay. Instead of having to switch back and forth between the panels here at the bottom, I've got the quad view set up to where I can look at it. And those are the time frames that I use personally. Okay. The 15 minute is where you're going to get your opening range for the trade if there's not a 6 star that comes with it. Okay, so if there's a 6 star that comes with it, I mean, definitely keep an eye on that opening range, because sometimes there's a tendency for it to turn around and go the other way depending on what factors they have at play. So definitely keep an eye on that. Now, like I said earlier, we've got the harmonics pattern set up in here now. I've got some learning to do, but I'm going to leave that up in here. That way, if Paul sees something or he jumps in and goes, "Hey, check out this harmonic," we're good to go. I think this is bearish. I'm going to a bearish Gartley pattern right here. The completion zone on this is up in this right here. If it completes in this zone, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but if it completes in this zone right here, we're looking for a reversal. We're looking for a short back down into, well, this area down here. So whenever it pops up right here, it gives you the Fibonacci zones right here. So I think that's pretty cool. So we'll learn about that throughout the day. Cool. Got it. Thank you, Paul. Apparently there was some good news in the markets with some data this morning. Let me go ahead and throw this up here. Economic calendar. I know there were a couple of different things. 1 second here, everyone. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Let's slide over here and look at oil real quick. Oil on the 5 minute. All right, we got a 3-star buy on the YM 1 minute. We'll go over there and check that out here in just a second. Okay, so this is let's see here. The oil pits open at, is it 7:15 US or is it 7:30 US? I know the gold pits open at 7:30 on the nose. So let's look at this, right? Let's say it's 7:30. Boom. and then boom, right there. All right, so we're looking at some increased jobless claims here. That was that alert for that right there. Thursday, you got core retail sales that just came out, jobless claims, uh, Philadelphia federal manufacturing, retail sales. That's a lot of data. That's a lot of data. Hopefully it like, levels out here in just a second, but no time of that. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so in 12 minutes, oil opens up at the top of the hour, 8 o'clock. All right, so let's keep an eye on that for the opening range trade. I know a lot of you have been asking questions about the opening range trade, and without a child sitting in my lap, I'm going to try to say it again. Okay, so the opening range trade is basically you're using a specific time frame. In our preference, our case, we use the 5 minute on oil and gold specifically. Okay, so when those pits open, you take the first 5 minute candle. You mark the top of that candle and the bottom of that candle. Okay, we use Heikin-Ashi candles, right? We mark the top of that candle and the bottom of that candle, and then we wait. Sometimes it just bobs around inside that range, and then it'll break out, or it'll turn around and go south. But that range is great for about 30 ticks. That the recommended stop or the recommended take profit is about 30 ticks. But regardless, if you have a high risk tolerance, you know, go ahead and do your thing, right? I mean, we're not going to tell you how to trade. This is not to tell you how to trade. This is to help you know when to take one, what you're looking at, So if it breaks out the bottom of it, sell short, set your stop, or not your stop. Well, okay, so your stop is going to go, let's say for instance, we got a breakout of this right here, right? Boom, broke out the bottom. And this was the range trade right here. Our stop would be at 730. I'm sorry, 72.30 right here. Boom. That's where your stop would be. And then your take profit, you do 30 ticks, right? 30 ticks. So you're looking at, you would have taken that trade at 7. So you're at 706. So 705, you would jump in that joker and you would go, so 7205, 70. 195, that's 10. So you count yourself out 30 ticks, or you can set yourself up an automatic take profit at 30 ticks, and it just kind of gives you like a depending on how many contracts you trade, of course, it's going to give you a nice little boost to the day. So we'll come back here in 8 minutes. Okay, noted. All right, yesterday's opening range, right? Let's go to yesterday's opening range here. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, yeah, this was yesterday's. Oh, man, look at that. Yesterday. All right. 8 o'clock. Boom, 8 o'clock, right. Is that it right here? This candle right here. Boom. All right, so here's the bottom of this one. But I think the majority of this resistance is going to come from right about here. Right about here. This area right here. So you're going to have the bottom of the zone and the top of the zone right here. But this 76 to 63 area right there, maybe a little bit. So 74, 71, 74, 71, 92, 174. Boom. Right here. Boom. 71.92. All right. keep an eye on those for resistance. All right, let's add some. Let's change the colors of these up real quick. We'll throw red because, you know, caution, danger. So we're looking at, yeah, so it could definitely bounce off that 71.92. It's approaching. Let's see here. Boom. All right, please let me know if this is not making any sense so that I can, break it down a little bit better for you. I've got no problem talking about the same thing for the entire session if I need to. Just so long as everybody's getting the information that it is that they need out of this. That's what I'm here for, is to facilitate your understanding with how all of this works. Okay. RTY, we got buy on the 3 minute. I have no idea what is going on with that boy. I swear, I don't know if y'all can hear him or not, but he is screaming his heart out there in the garage. Just so long as it's out there and not right here in my ear, I'm fine. All right, so RTY 3 minute right here. Man, look at that rocket. So this could be an interesting day. This could be an interesting day. I would definitely, given the fact that the data, I mean, yes, it had an effect on it, but it didn't really have like that big of it. Like, I mean, that's well, okay. That's a pretty decent run. Even though we made money with gold and NQ today, won't be over trading. Just going to, all right, cool. All right, good deal. Good deal, Paul. All right, so we're going to slide over here to oil too. So we're going to wait because if Paul's trading oil, we need to be trading oil, right? But that's the beautiful thing about this system, is that no matter what it is that you're looking at, when you get indications, when you get stars, when you get 5-star, 6-star, when you get a harmonic pattern that presents itself, or your divergence cloud kicks in, and or the manager crosses over, those are all things that are telling you to do a certain thing, right? So it's the same as taking Paul's trades, right? Because if it's a 6-star trade, right, that meets his requirements for a trade. So he does his due diligence. He looks left, finds support resistance zones, and then he makes a judgment call about a profit target or let it ride. In this case, at this point, we have the manager, which is his trading brain, that basically tells you, hey, look, I know this is going to be stressful for you. I know that your emotions, everything in you is telling you to get out right now. Get out. But I'm telling you right now that if you just hang tight, it's going to be all right. If it comes back up to this level, then get out. But you got to give it some. That's Paul talking to you through the manager, through these products, telling you that it's going to be all right. Paul has 20 years of experience in the markets. Okay. If you went to any other job, you would definitely listen to the one who had the most experience, right? Because he can tell you the easiest way to do things, right? So you go to work at go to work for Walmart in their distribution warehouse or something, and they have a guy in there that's been doing that job for 20 years, right? You want to definitely know what he knows, because I guarantee you he knows all the tricks of the trade, and he can make your life a whole lot easier, which is exactly what this stuff does for you, okay? So let's keep that in mind as we go throughout the day. Before the market opens, let's go through the whole spiel of welcome to the Global Trading Software YouTube channel. I'm Daniel Moore, your host. If this is your first time visiting us, please smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Damien, if you'll be so kind as to throw the link of the Discord in the chat right there. I believe at this point it's also in the description of this video, this YouTube channel. So go there. Please join our Discord. We would love to have you be there with us. This is a community that Paul and Damien started, and there's the ball. That Paul and Damien started for us as traders that use this system to be able to get together and talk about the system itself, right? So with that being said, y'all give me just a few minutes. I'm going to grab some water before the open. I'm going to leave this chart up. Actually, I'm going to switch back to, actually, no, we got about a minute and a half. I'm going to just give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. All right, so definitely join the Discord. We got about 30 seconds, so I'm going to finish up this spiel. Thank you for letting me grab my drink here. All right, so if you have any questions about any of these products that we're going to go over today, just drop a comment in the chat section over here, and I'll be sure to answer that. If it gets a little crazy out here, I do apologize. I'm going to try to keep the noise to a minimum. I've got my 2-year-old son. We're trying to figure out this new schedule thing, so it gets a little hectic. I'm not going to lie. But just bear with me. We're going to make sure we get through this day, and we're going to have a great day today. If you see something that interests you, all right, we're in the opening range here. We are on the 5-minute. Look at that bump up. Okay. All right. So while this is playing out, I'm going to finish up real quick and say that if you see something in this demonstration, okay, in this trading, it's not really a demonstration. This is what I use to trade. Okay. So if you see something and it interests you, there's a link in the description of this of this video right here. It's a website, globaltradingsoftware.com. Go there, take a look around. If you have any questions, make sure you hit up Damien. Damien, you can email him at damien@globaltradingsoftware.com if you have any questions about the products, or you can join the Discord and get it to him that way, or you can go direct with Paul. But either way, we have answers. I love you. Have a great day. Wife's headed to work. Might be a little bit of a cry fest here. Bailey. And the shenanigans ensues. But we're gonna make this happen today, folks. I'm on simulated. Woo. Better not be. And the dog joins in. Yes, the chaos begins. It doesn't matter how many times I discipline that dog for barking. I need to buy a shock collar, is what I need to do. And if you're a member of PETA, that was a joke. So, all right. So we're looking at we're a minute and a half into this opening range here. So you want to make sure you adjust your stuff here, right? Adjust your. It's coming on down here. He's been home with her for 8 weeks. So, I mean, it is what it is. He's going to be a little bit sad to see her go, I suppose. Just one second. All right, so we've got the upper range of this so far. Hey, Isham, what's going on, my friend? I am very well, very well. Thank you, sir. How are you? We have the upper part of this range right here and the lower part of this range so far. Now, keep in mind that we're only 2.5 minutes into this opening range, right? This is the 5-minute as well, right? So we want to make sure that we give it some time to flex and move, and then good job, good deal, Isham. Hey, did you pass your prop account again? So we've got our upper. All right, let's look at this gold. I'm just curious to see how. Wow, man. Wow. All right. So where's it? Okay. Let's look and see if we can find the bottom of this joker right here. If you're still in this trade, wow. My gosh. Natural gas, 6-star on the rip. Hey, if you're unfamiliar with natural gas, listen, it is a freaking ripper. All right, so we just got a 6-star, broke over the top of some resistance right here. I tell you what, and let's do a trade. Let's see here. We're gonna go for it's gonna be a small trade. 536. So here, are we running into anything here? Are we running into anything here? Let's see here. There you go, buddy. Ooh. There you go. Are we running anything to the left here? I tell you what, let me do this right here. It's a good little way to, if it'll stop moving, gosh, dog it. All right. Well, all right. We're not going to get into anything on this right here. Show indicator line. There we go. That works. All right. So this will help you to kind of look left and see what it is that you're looking at. I mean, if it could be coming up to some resistance, but it's easier to see it. I'm pointing at my screen like you can see. I do this every single day. This has got to stop, I swear. All right, so we're gonna 6-star buy on the 5-minute. All right, wow, that's definitely promising. Definitely promising. So we're gonna look at the 5-minute here and the 1-minute. 1 minute, 3 minute, and 5-minute, folks. It doesn't get much more. I'm positive that this is going to be a great trade. Look at that! Oh my gosh, we're getting in this. One contract. Let's see how she does here. Tell me which indicators you have on, and do you use the same for different markets and your charts? All right, so I have. Hang on, just 1 second. This is very unexpected. I don't even think I even have a take profit. All right, we're just going to hop out of that. Okay, sorry about that. Let me answer your, oh no, don't close out of that. All right, so natural gas, you see that, take a look at it. Let me answer, here, I'm sorry, I don't want to butcher your name. I'll call you Mr. Andrews, okay? Mr. Andrews, welcome to the channel, okay? The indicators that I use, all right, I have, let's see here, pull over here. Actually, we'll go back to the oil so that we can keep an eye on that opening range right there. It did, in fact, stay within that range. Okay, so I have the Ema Cloud, which is this right here. This pinkish purple looking cloud right here is the Ema Cloud. And then I have the XBRAT algorithm, which is what throws the signals for the 6 stars, 5 stars, etc. And you'll see those throughout the day. So here, a matter of fact, it's the one that we were just looking at a little bit ago, right here. This little system puts out these stars right here based on 12 points of decision for the 6 stars, and then you wait for a specific point. You get into the trade, you ride the trade, either have a profit target or you can add the manager to your arsenal, which is another thing that I use. The manager itself is not an indicator to get into a trade specifically. As a seasoned trader, you could use that, but this is kind of meant for me, we'll say. And so it is a indication of when the reversals happen, right? So you have, like for instance, this right here, we have been in a downtrend all morning so far, right? We had that crossover right there, follow it down, and then we get a crossover telling you that it's a reversal. It's going back the opposite direction, okay? So I have the manager as well. The Divergence Cloud is this cloud that you see here in the back. That is another confirmation tool that tells you that this 6 star, for instance, right? So we have this 6 star sell that came up. and it started with the divergence cloud, right? That started to throw that red cloud into the background, and that cloud is confirmation that that 6-star is correct and headed in the right direction. You have a downturn of the Ema Cloud, which is another confirmation. You have the crossover of the manager right there, and then you hop in it at the right time, and then ride with it and roll it, go until it hits your profit target. I would recommend having a profit target just because it prevents it prevents the emotional aspect from really getting to you. At least it has for me. I took a couple of gold trades this morning, all of which were profitable. I hit my $300 profit target every single time. There was a one that I let run a little bit longer and took 400 off of it. But the way the system works is it's all meant to work together, right? So, with that being said, you've got the algorithm. Then you have the Divergence Cloud. Then you have the Manager and the EMA Cloud. All of those work together to confirm the movement, right? The EMA Cloud is there to really help you to manage your risk. For me personally, I always had a very big problem managing my risk. But with the EMA Cloud, when you get a 6-star sell, we'll say right here, and it starts going down, but you're not sure how to manage your risk, right? So you don't know where your take or your stop loss needs to be. You're looking at just putting it right over the very top of this cloud. So right now, the top of the cloud is at 770 right here. Okay, so you want your stop loss would be actually at 770.1, because when these 6-stars populate, if you see, as a matter of fact, let me see if I can find one real. There's one right there. Obviously, there's one right there. All right, so we got a 4-star and a 6-star right here. Matter of fact, let me make that a little bit bigger so that everybody can see what I'm talking about here. Okay, we got a 4-star and a 6-star right here. Boom, looks promising, right? But then it turns around and goes back and it breaks the top of this EMA cloud. Okay. That and it does it again right here. This is a better example, right? 6-star, boom, starts going down, finds support right there, bounces, and you see it break above this EMA cloud by one tick. Whenever it breaks above that EMA cloud by one tick, it invalidates the entire 6-star, period, done. And it has to re-meet all of those points of decision for you to get another 6-star, right? So it's not this system is not meant to. It's not going to lie to you. It's not going to fluff you, right? There's definitely some things that you as the trader need to do need to participate in, like looking left, finding your support and resistance zones and stuff like that. To make sure that you're doing your due diligence and making sure that the trade is going to be successful, right? It'll also kind of help you find where your take profit targets need to be to maximize your profits, right? So those are the things that I use personally, Mr. Andrews, and they all work really well together. Now, I just got the Harmonics today, so I hope you don't have a whole lot of questions for me about those, because I've got to learn how to use them personally, and I mean we're going to learn how to use them right here on this channel live. So it'll be interesting. If you've never used them before, we can definitely learn how to do that together, right? But definitely hit that like button if you don't mind. Thank you, sir, for joining us today. I'm going to slide back over here. Man, this gold is just plummeting, and I don't mean to stay stuck on this, but this is unreal. I don't understand, why it's falling so hard here. But let's look left. Wow. Okay. Let's keep looking left here. Let's see. All right. There should be some support here. There should definitely be some support here soon. I, so depending on what time frame I'm in, I could. Yes, they do look interesting, Alan. Very much so. I look forward to learning how to use them. So, Mr. Andrews, the what I don't really use a trailing stop, so to speak. I manage it very closely, and if my emotional brain gets in the way of a trade, then I'll push the button and then get out of it. But I'm still working on you know putting emotion to the side and letting the facts dictate what happens and how it happens. So I'm still learning, definitely still learning. A trailing stop, I've tried to use, or I've thought about using a trailing stop, but I haven't really figured out the best distance. When I set my stop, I have brackets, and my stop is uh, is a I think it's eight points. Boom, right. So you got 8 points with a 10-point take profit on average ish. Um, yes. So that's the way that I manage it right there, is with the EMA Cloud, because I don't know, like, if I use the trailing stop, it comes down and it maintains that. It closes the distance, right? Well, if it turns around and goes back up really quick and then turns around and goes back down, but it doesn't disqualify the 6 star that I may be in, I don't want to shoot myself in the foot, so to speak. I want to give the trade every opportunity for success, and the way that I have been doing that is just by manually moving the stop to keep it within one tick of the top of that EMA cloud if I'm going short, or excuse me, if I'm going short, or if at the bottom of that cloud if I'm going long. So I hope that answered your question, sir. Let's see here. I'm gonna say that the bottom is, we're gonna be between 54.6 and right here at 59. So between 59 and 54 and a half, that's going to be a pretty decent resistance zone right there. I'm sorry, support zone right there. So definitely keep an eye on that today, if you're trading gold, if you're still in the trade, because that's a pretty serious level right there. It hasn't been down below that in a minute. All right, so we're gonna go back down to the 5 minute time frame here. We're gonna zip over to oil because I have neglected to. What happened? What happened? I have neglected to follow through with that. Give me just 1 second. Be right back. I'm gonna hold. Had a water spill. All right, so it looks like the oil is breaking out the top of this range right here, which is fantastic. And remember, you want to make sure that you have yourself a take profit of about 30 ticks if there is no star. Okay. The star is a very big factor whenever it comes to this right here. Okay. If you get a star, 5 star, 6 star in the opening range, then you treat it like a 5 star, 6 star, right? Mind the data. If there's data that's coming out, please be careful. Like, as a trader, excuse me, that is That is something that's your responsibility, right? This system right here will do an awful lot for you. It will tell you, hey man, this looks like a good trade. You need to keep an eye on it. Meets that requirements, you get in it. Okay, hey man, it'll tell you to stay in this joker. Come on, man, stay in. Give it the benefit of the doubt. Hold on. Don't get out yet, and it will maximize your profits for you, right? But it can't look, well, I don't know which way it's looking, but it can't look left. Okay. It can't look to the left. It can't do your job for you. Right. So always make sure that before you take a trade, whether it be with the XBRAT system or any other edge that you use, make sure that you do your due diligence as a trader and look left. Okay. Uh, so let's surf around here. We got about 10 minutes until the market open. I wonder how the markets are going to react this morning. Looks like we got a little bit of neutral bias. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Andrews. I neglected to mention the bias right here. This is another indicator from them as well. So let's look at actually I'm going to minimize that right there because that's just a eyeful. Range trade on any only on oil or can be used on other markets. It can be used on any market. Any market. The only thing that's different is oil, gold are on the 5-minute time frame. The indexes, the stock indexes are, you got 15 minutes on the RTY. You have, so it's down here, 15 minutes. Then you have 15 minutes on the YM. Then you have 15-minute on the ES, but it's a 12-minute on the NASDAQ. Okay. So if you got a pen and pencil, jot those down real quick, or you can head to the Discord. If you're not already a member, please join the Discord. You can find all this information there. I'm there. Damien's there. Paul's there. 70, 80 other, almost 80 other members now are there. And we'd love to see you join up. Okay. If you got questions about that, make sure you join up. But you got the opening range on the indexes are the larger time frames. Why? Because there's a ton of volatility that goes into the open. Okay. Everybody knows that by now. The open is super difficult to trade, but this really helps. The opening range really helps, right? Now, some days you just get a dadgum rocket. There we go. Boom. There's a tutorial on the opening range trade. And I want you to watch that, and I want you to come back, and I want you to tell me if I contradicted him in any way, because I need to not do that. Okay. I think I've watched that 3 or 4 times. But definitely establish yourself a stop. Not us. Well, we can talk about the stop, but definitely set yourself a profit taking target. That way, because the opening range trade, if it's not followed by or preceded by a 6-star or a some sort of indication, it's literally just an opening range trade, right? So there's nothing else telling you that it's going to continue going up, like yesterday's oil. Oh my gosh, that thing was just insane. That thing was just nuts. Let's see here. So this is the oil, and see, we're still just kind of hanging out around here. We haven't really, yes, we broke out a little bit, but we haven't really just dedicated to going to the upside of this range. But the cool thing about these opening ranges is that if it breaks out the top, you sell, you take your 30 ticks, right? And then it turns around and it goes back down and it goes inside the box and it breaks out the bottom of the box. You go short and you take about 30 ticks. So you can literally hit this thing from both sides. So it's really cool. But it's almost like the Ema Cloud, right? Unless you just have some experience, if it's in this Ema Cloud, the rule is you don't trade it. Do not trade it if it's in the Ema Cloud, right? Same concept with the range. If it's inside the range bracket, just don't take the trade. It's not worth it. You need some sort of dedication. You need to see it break one way or the other for you to really commit into taking a trade. Okay. So, oh man, 7 minutes. Golly bum, 7 minutes. 7 minutes, up $1,300 on the day so far. Thank you, gold. Thank you, natural gas. Took a $300 scalp off of natural gas. Yes, $300 scalp off of natural gas after taking $1,000 off of gold. That's fantastic. And all of those are using the 6 stars that were. Oh, I need the mouse. Thank you. All of them are. You can go in my room and get the mouse that's in my room. All of them are using the 6 stars and the indicators that were received this morning during pre-market or the gold open, stuff like that. So give me just a second. Let me get him a little situated here. And you want your mouse? Nope. All right, we'll give us some videos. I'll take that. Oh man, I feel like this is going to be a great day. It really, really is. So yesterday, if you go back and watch yesterday's afternoon session, I learned a valuable lesson yesterday, one that I will not repeat today. Okay. So gold. Okay. Everybody knows that gold has an open and gold has a close. When gold closes, you'll get 6-star indications and stuff like that. Do not take trades on gold after gold closes. Be careful about taking trades on anything after it closes, right? So one of the coolest things about this system right here is that it takes multiple things into consideration whenever it's giving you these signals, right? So I mean, it'll give you a grief. It'll give you a 6-star, and the difference between taking a 6-star trade during the open or during the overlay of the European and the U.S. session. So that's the morning session, right? It goes until about 11 o'clock Eastern time, and then you'll see it all slow down. The difference is the volume. Okay. So you get a 6-star. You get a 6-star on, we'll say, gold, for instance. This trade, this gold trade, but it's after gold closes, and it's before it opens in the European session, right? There's not enough volume. Yes, it meets 12 points of decision, right? But there's not enough just oomph to really get it to go that direction, right? So it's easy to counteract what it is that you're receiving from the signal, right? So you may get a beautiful 6-star and then it turn around and go back just because 10 or 15 people that are on Globex decided, hey, you know what? This looks like a good price to buy gold. I think I'll buy 5 contracts, and each of them buy 5 contracts. And then it shoots the price back up, and there's not enough volume to counter that. So definitely take that into consideration. Trade the markets unless you have a different edge, altogether that you can use during the Globex sessions and stuff like that. But I have lost my butt on Globex sessions. So we're looking right now. Silver is a bearish bias. We have a bearish bias on platinum. And then we have a neutral bias on our oil here. So this is one of those things. You want to confirm the movement with the bias, right? So if you get a 6-star and if you get a 6-star and you've got neutral bias, don't get in the trade because it's not committed one way or the other, right? It could just as easily turn around and go back into the bearish side as go to the greenish, as go to the bullish side, right? So you want to make sure you're doing your due diligence as the trader. And I'm going to keep saying that because I know that there's so many people out there that just want a system to do it all for them, right? Well, boy, do we have a treat for you. If you go to globaltradingsoftware.com right now, they have these awesome things. They're called auto traders. They will literally trade for you based on everything that I'm telling you right here. If you don't have time to trade, but you want to trade, you want to get into the market and stuff like that, go to globaltradingsoftware.com. The link is in the video. Go there and do the research on the stuff yourself. There's trade journals that you can look at. Damien, will you throw the link up real quick to the auto traders real quick? Go there, check them out. They have the NQ, the micro NQ, the ES, the micro ES, oil, and micro oil. They recommend having about $5,000 in for the micros, and then $10,000 in for the mini contracts. All right, so we're about 30 seconds from the open. Remember, we had data come out this morning, so there's probably going to be some sort of an effect on the market as it opens up. Just be patient. Remember, you have the entire session to make trades. Make sure that they're good trades. Do your due diligence. Look left. Don't just jump into a trade just because it looks good. Okay? With that being said, we're going to jump into the 12-minute here, and here's the open. Here's the open. Let's see how she plays out. I'm gonna pull up the 12-minute here because we're looking for the opening range on this 12-minute here on the Nasdaq, right? So let's go ahead and mark the top of it. Bada bing. Now I did change my symbol here from U, which is what it was yesterday when I was all messed up, to Z, which is for December. So I'll get the hang of those things at some point. Let's see here. Add guide. All right. So you want to sit right here? That's it? Oh, you need to wipe your nose? All right. So let's keep y'all keep an eye on this real quick. I got to go blow his nose real quick. Just 1 second. All right. He has been given a yogurt and has a clean nose. We are good to go. All right, so you can see that we're sticking to the range relatively good so far. So let's switch over to the ES real quick, see what that one's doing. The ES pays really well. Go ahead and throw the range up here and here. Boom, and we'll just come back and adjust that as it progresses, right? Then do the same thing with the YM. Wow, Mr. YM, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. All right, so there was a pattern, this Gartley pattern right here, and it had a box up here just a second ago. If it was to complete in there, then it would have been a bearish move. So I don't know that it is going to be, but we're gonna see here. Boom, boom, boom. Add guide there, and then of course, old RTY can't leave him out. This is a pretty narrow range right here. Right here, and it is running up into some resistance real quick. Some resistance. Oh, look, it broke out the top of that range. Well, let me say this is the range itself right here. So sometimes they're just massive ranges, and if it's huge like that, I mean, you may just want to. You may be better off just waiting for a signal. Like, I mean, that's 50 points. It's coming up on 60 points now. So it's sitting at 50 points right now. As far as like, that's a very big range. It has a massive range. I don't have that kind of cushion, so I don't want to be wrong on that one. But look at it. This is on the 1 minute. This is on the 1 minute here. We got no stars. We got no stars on that, but we do have a 6-star sell on the 3 minute. Let's look at our bias here. On our 1 minute bias here, we've got one neutral, which was that opening minute. Then we got the next candle, which is a green candle. But all of the other time frames, are showing red, right? So we're looking at really neutral, right? I mean, because you may be having this awesome green. See, look, it just changed. Boom, neutral, 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 neutral bias on the 5 minute. So we'll wait. I tell you what, we're just gonna wait on this to play out real quick. I say real quick. We've got about 7 minutes left on this 12-minute candle here. And we'll see, because yesterday it took a little bit for it to break out. Oh no. Hey, let me clean that up real quick. Uno momento, please. All right, sorry about that. We had a yogurt spill everywhere. So, if y'all can hear Blippy, I apologize. But we turned down just. Actually, you know what? Turn it. Go. All right. Looking. There we go. 12 minutes is up, and this is why you want to be careful. Right here. Look at this. You really want to be careful. I mean, like this is the range, 72 to 17. That's a massive range, and it's not dedicated to either right now. So it's just it is literally even flat. Boom. It's a doji. If you're not familiar with candles and stuff like that, that's definitely like just like neutral. There's not more buyers than sellers or anything like that. It is literally about as even as you can get. Let's check out oil, and nothing there. And we got out at the right time on the natural gas play. But my goodness, when this thing runs, does it ever? Golly. See here, let's check out silver on the dip. Wow. Why? I don't know. Gold also. Man, who's kicking themselves for not staying in this one? Me. All right, so if you're not familiar, gold pays about $10 per tick. Silver pays $25 per tick, but gold well, they're about $100 a point each. So, definitely keep that in mind. But this thing right here, look, it's down 40 points from the, well, 33, yeah, 33 points from the entry of this 6-star right here. Let's go. Let's talk about the manager real quick. Okay. So you get the 6-star. You get the 6-star here, right? You jump in at 86.5. 86.5. You're the manager. This little, oops. Boom. Here we go. There we go. There we go. It get, man. I mean, see if I can get closer. There we go. There we go. All right, so we get the 6-star here. Get your entry down here, and look, it stays, but it gets close and it touches. It touches for a minute, but it never goes green. Never goes green, and then it turns around and it goes back down. Right. So the manager's job is to keep you in trades, to keep you profitable, right? To keep you in trades that are showing a lot of promise to continue the direction, right? Oh my gosh, there's so much slobber everywhere. So the manager's job is to keep you informed about the direction and the dedication of a move within 4 candles into the future. Okay, so it actually will look 4 candles into the future and tell you what it's going to do over the next 4 candles. Okay, so like right now, this is, see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. This is 4 candles into the future right here, and it's showing that it's continued down. Now, does that mean that it's not going to like slow down? No, I mean, because it did up here, right? It slowed down up here, and then it turned around and came back down. I mean, it could just as easily slow down, flattened out, and then turn around and gone back the other direction, right? So here, where is my lower end stop here? Did we blow through that? Let's see here. It's the 5 minute. Let's do a. I'll tell you what. Let's do a 1 hour time frame here. The what? Wow! 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 All right, now condense down here. Nope, we're bouncing off of it between 59 and 52 right here. Well, 50. So it's like a 10-point deal right here. I would say it's got a. I would say it's got. It doesn't really have to do anything, does it? I would imagine that there will be some support found here before too much longer. But then again, the market does what it wants. Ours is not the reason why, but to do and die. Don't try to figure it out. Just trade the reactions, trade the market, right? That's a little tidbit from Paul from yesterday when I was trying to figure out why. And he's like, don't try to figure out why, man. Just don't do it. All right, so we're going to continue looking through RTY, and we don't have any signals, which is also a good thing. You know, I say it's a good thing. Look, all right, here's our opening range for the YM. Boom. And, or was that the one? Yes, so we still got 3 minutes on the opening range trade for the YM. And Q, 12 minute. Yep, there we go. And we're still hanging out right there. I mean, inside the range, but it looks like it's getting ready to break out the bottom side. So let's take a look at this right here. Now, maybe to see, here's your 61% retracement, but I think that's based on it's based on this pattern right here that did not complete. So in order for this to be valid, in order for this to be validated, really, it needs to close, or the bar needs to complete, the price needs to reach and complete inside of this box right here. And then it's good. The higher up it goes towards this corner right here, the better. But if it's inside this box right here and it completes inside this zone, then you're looking for a bearish turnaround there. But I mean, like I said, I'm not a harmonics expert yet, but give me just a couple of days. Matter of fact, I got this whole weekend. We're not going to be trading tomorrow, Saturday or Sunday, but I will be back Monday, Tuesday. I will be back Monday and Tuesday. I will be at work Wednesday and Thursday next week. So it'll be Monday and Tuesday, and then the next Wednesday and Thursday whenever I'm back. But there's some things we've got in the works that we're gonna try to get going for you guys that enjoy trading with us to have something to do while I'm out. I say out. I've got to go to work until my wife starts bringing home super cheddar bacon, or I do. I'm cool with that. I don't mind. I will make the money. That's fine. I'll make the money doing this right here and enjoy it. This is fun. I love it. And I think the reason why I enjoy it so much is because nobody likes anything that's really too easy. Everybody likes uh, everybody likes things that are a little more difficult to do, right? Nobody really likes anything that's too easy. Mr. Andrews, I am in Mississippi, US of A, Mississippi. Man, look at this. Look at this on the YM, breaking out the bottom of the range here. Trying to anyway. Let's keep an eye on it. Turn my thing off here. All right, we are. Yeah, so this is the opening range. That is a massive. Oh man, that is a massive range. That's like over 100 points. Nice riverboats. That's what I'm talking about. That's got to be nice. All right, so we broke out the bottom of this range. Now we have on the YM. We broke out the bottom of the range on the YM. So the idea would be to sell, and then throw you some brackets up there. Actually, this is the opening range, so you need to make sure that you give it some room to breathe, right? Wow. This is the opening range trade. I'm only in it with one contract now. I'm not trying to be a hero or anything, but we're about to hit my profit target here. About to hit it. Come on, baby. There we go. Almost there. Come on. Oh, come on. Hitting some support right there. Hopefully she can do some follow through here. And keep in mind that this is it's the opening range, so you don't have any sort of backup from any stars or signals or anything like that. This is strictly based on the momentum of the trade, right? So I'm just gonna take my $60 and be done, right? I'm still you can stay in this joker. I'm kind of getting confused a little bit actually. There's this 30. There's this Fibonacci level right here. I don't know if I need to pay attention to that or not, and I don't think so. But I don't want to lead you guys astray, telling you some garbage that's not true. So, let's just wait on some signals, okay? Took some cheddar off of that one. It wasn't a whole lot of cheddar, but it was still some cheddar, right? Took some cheddar off of that. Here's the NQ right here, looking like we're settling down towards the bottom. So I mean, this is all well, what time is this? 10 o'clock. Oh, this is from yesterday. Oh yeah. So there was a like a rescue attempt, I guess. So nothing happened. No data came out that I know of. No data at all. And here's the oil opening range trade. Oh, look at it. Fell through the bottom. But look, here's yesterday's opening range. And what did that do? It provided some sort of support for it, right? So definitely look left when you're trading. Look left, because all this stuff right here, this is important. This is what you need to see, right? This is what you need to think of in order to make this system be as successful as it is meant to be. You're going to have to look left. You're going to have to learn a thing or two about trading. If you don't know, if you're brand new to trading and you're looking at this stuff going, wow, this seems so easy. Trust me, there's a learning curve. Okay, there is a learning curve, and the gold is continuing to plummet. Paul, what's going on, my friend?
How you doing?
Doing good, sir.
Okay, I wanted to go through this opening range trade because I wanted to. I mean, I did it. I took the profit, but there was a lot going off with this, and I wanted to talk with everybody about that. So let me share my screen again. I'm done for the day. What did I take? $1,280 on this one. Okay, so everybody see my screen okay? Right, so one of the things that we're looking up while we're going to develop this into an algo stroke indicator. One of the things you've got to be aware of is this red zone that I've got up here. That's a lot of resistance there. It is just way too much. A long on that opening range trade is doomed to fail. Okay. The next thing you will look at, if you've got the bias indicator, when we have that opening range, the bias on the higher time frame down here on these dots is red. So you're only looking for a short. Okay. Now, remember, the opening range trade is 20, 25 ticks, done, out, finished. Not interested in managing it. It's just the big move down. So what you're looking for is very tight. We know we're going into support here. I think I got out around about 71.73. Okay, so what you're looking for is one tick below the opening range, 72.06, 71.73 there, 33 ticks I managed to get out of it. 20, 25, I got a bit of slippage working for me in my favor. So it worked out pretty well. But again, it will find some support in yesterday's opening range, this one here. And obviously I've got that support zone from here from yesterday as well. So I've already framed my chart. I know I'm only looking for the short, okay? Not interested in the long. I'm only looking for the short. That is trading view, but I trade on about 3 different brokerages at the same time. So it's a bit manic because I trade NinjaTrader, TradeStation, and a European broker. So it's just nuts. So what I wanted to really get across here is you're only looking for the short in this case. And usually a lot of the time when you have that opening range, it will try and break into this resistance in this case, and it failed. But then when it comes down, it'll come down with thunder. And you're looking 20, 25, 30 ticks if you can, and away you go and do it really quickly. Don't bother managing those trades unless you have on a smaller time frame. If we go to CL here on the 3-minute, so there was no expert algo on the 3-minute. I mean, there wasn't a 5-minute, it was a long time ago. So there was nothing backing me up to stay in this trade. It was pure breakout, pure opening range breakout trade. And it worked. I posted the chart in the Discord group. And previous to the session, I'd already posted where, the the zones to be wary of. So that's where we are right now. That's looking good. What I'm going to look to do is make, and I'm going to say this now, and my developers are going to kill me. So what I want to do is I want to get rid of lines, and I just want to print a zone, and I want to print it in a color. So for example, if we're only looking for shorts and the bias on the higher time frame is red, we would print a red zone. If the bias is neutral, we'll print a yellow, and in that case we're looking for longs or shorts. And then if the bias on the higher time frame is green, we're looking it will in theory print the range in green. So if we go to the 15-minute and we go on ES right now, okay. There you go. There's the opening range trade on ES, the short. Okay, that is the opening range there. Okay, the bias is red. I'm only looking for the shorts. What does it do?
Hey Paul, I think my screen is the big screen right now. If you want me to cut mine off real quick.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay. Does that work?
Yes, that's it right there.
Okay. So again, what we're going to try and do is identify the range, give it a color. So in this case, the bias on the higher time frame is bearish. So we're looking for a short breakout here. And remember, the indexes is 15 minutes. I hope some of you traded this. I've finished for the day, so I made a crap ton of money today. So I finished for the day. But this is the opening range, the first 15 minutes. We're only looking for bearish because the bias on the higher time frame is bearish, and we get the breakout short there. And you know, this one has probably tipped 41 ticks so far. That short, that's not bad. We are going into some major support coming down here from yesterday. So let's just move that across. Okay, so you got to have a profit target in mind, but right now that's a perfect trade, don't you think? But what I want to do is make it easier for people so we can identify that opening range. I want to make it intuitive so you can say, right, I don't just want the New York Stock Exchange, I want oil, so I'll put it in manually. Oil, what the time what time the pit opens. Oh, we've got data at 9:15 a.m. I want to put that data point in, like we did the other day for the industrial data. And then obviously if you want to put FX in as well, like I did to trade the gold this morning, you would put those in. But the main thing is they would automatically color red if we're bias on the higher time frame, and then green, and then amber. So that's what I'm trying to do. Again, it's the same for NQ. RTY, another nice short there for the opening range trade, and I bet YM's a monster as well. Absolutely, yeah. So again, YM, that is the opening range trade there. That's the first 15-minute candle. The bias, go. You know, it's simple. Hopefully that makes sense. So these were all great trades. Oil was good for me today. That was picture perfect trade. Remember, only looking for the shorts, waited patiently. It tested these resistance and then it came down. So hopefully that helps a little bit more with that opening range play. And I'm going to finish for the week. I'm done. Good trading for me today. 3 trades, 3 winners. Don't want to push it. In fact, 4, because I closed the crypto as well earlier. So yeah, it was a good day. Any questions from anybody, or you, Daniel, before I go?
None from me, sir.
Okay. Okay. Anybody in the chat? Any questions before I go? I've got some DIY to do. Boring stuff. Okay. Perfect. I'm going to get going then. Cheers, guys. Have a good rest of your trading day, and hopefully I'll catch you up next week.
We'll see you later, Paul. Thank you for stopping in, man.
You're welcome.
Here's the deal.
All right, let me.
I've got a hangover.
Let me
Who knows what that means?
this stuff set back up
Means I was
here.
drunk yesterday.
Boom, share.
Wrong.
Boom. Get some videos going real quick. Bear with me. Did the screen share? Did it go? Let's see here. Y'all let me know if y'all can see my screen, because all I see is me right now. Hang on, I'm getting. Ready? You know, on the day when you need the internet to be fast, it's awful slow. Trying to get this done so I can get back over there. All right. There you go. Turn this down where the mic can't hear it. All right. There we go. I think he's going to be entertained. All right. So hopefully you guys can see my screen. I can't see, but I can't see what you're seeing. So hopefully that you can see it. Damien, can you see my trading screen? It's showing. Boom. All right. Should be fine. All right. Okay. You see me, but do you see the screen? Oh, dadgummit. All right. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. Share. But no trading screen. All right. Hang on just 1 second. Let me send a text to the man real quick. So, anyway, I guess if you're just gonna sit here and look at me, let's talk about some things here. Let's see here. You fix the stream, sir. All right, so Mr. Damien should be on it shortly. But if you're looking at any of these opening ranges now for your target trade, okay, so you've got to for the opening range, you have to kind of just have a target in mind, right? So personally, for me, it's between 20. Thank you, Mr. Damien. I appreciate that, sir. So between 25, 30, 35. I guess it really just depends on the amount of momentum that's behind the movement, right? So you're looking at a flush, like right here, the NASDAQ. So you're looking at a flush below this 17, which is the bottom part of this range, right? And you could do 30 ticks if you wanted to, or you can push it a little bit more. It just depends on like how hard it's pushing down. So you kind of got to be able to adjust that a little bit. But on average, just like Paul said, you're looking at a trade that's not backed up by any express signals or any other indicators. It is strictly a momentum trade. That's all it is. So you want to get out when the momentum dies down, right? So this is the YM trade. We actually got a 6-star on the 3-minute YM, and we are down below we are down below the support level right there. This might actually be a decent trade. So this is the 15-minute. Look at that extended downwards, looking good until about 479. Looking like 479 ish on the YM. Could be that's about another 90 points ish. 479 for the bottom. All right. So we are below support. Now, this is what I didn't do yesterday. I didn't wait on it to close below the support level. I didn't do that. System gave me great entry, right? But I didn't wait on it to close below, right? That's me. That's my bad. So it's closed below. We're continuing downward. We're moving. One contract is all I'm taking, right? I've got to stop just in case it goes bad. But, hey, it is what it is, right? I mean, no trade is ever guaranteed. But the goal is to hit right around that 479 ish. I mean, that's a pretty good profit target right there. So I set my brackets up, I guess, based on my goal for the day, right? I mean, you may have a goal of the day of making, $3,000-$4,000. Really, I mean, how many trades are you planning on taking? So here I am in Motive Wave, sir, Mr. Mackley. I'm using Motive Wave. So this is really and truly this platform is what I got started on. So it's a little more difficult for me to see anything else. I say see anything else, but to use anything else. So I've tried to use TradingView, and I know that it would probably benefit me to learn how to use the system, which I do plan on doing, by the way. I do plan on doing that. Just gonna take me a little bit to get used to it, because right now with Motive Wave, I mean, I can zip around and click and I know what I'm doing, and it took me about 3 months to get proficient with the software. But every one of them. No, this is I'm doing a prop account, so this is like earn to trade, so it's done through Rhythmic. I don't know what broker they use. So, but Trade Station, when I do get my own personal, and this is why you have a stop set, people, right here, just in case. You want to make sure that you're protected if it does turn around and go against you, right? But we've got some really decent indications here that we're going in the right direction. But that doesn't mean that we haven't found the bottom of it yet. So we need to be respectful of our stop here. I adjusted it just a little bit to give us a little bit more wiggle room, so to speak, here. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm up 1,300 and some change for the day, and I don't know, I don't want to lose that, but it is a low volume pullback. So let's take a look at this here. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so looking at the 1 minute here. Okay, looking at the 1 minute here, you see this is the cyan right here. This is showing you that it's greater than average volume on the downside, right? Then you have lower than average, and this one right here is printing, and it may be lower than average, but lower than average means that, yes, hey, this might be a little bit, this is part of the manager's software right here. Like, yes, it might be a little bit daunting, the fact that it's turning around and going against you a little bit, but, this is to kind of calm your nerves and let you know that, hey, I mean, it's lower than average volume on the bounce back, right? So it is literally running out of steam is all this is saying right here. So this is a green candle right here. The green candle is a accumulation candle, right? So, but it's average volume on it. It is an average volume accumulation candle, right? we're liking these right here, these red candles. These are distribution candles right here, right? So we're looking for, this is a lower than average volume accumulation candle that we're looking for this turnaround right here and looking for it to continue to the downside here. So, and I mean, it's based on your risk tolerance, right? I mean, like if you're uncomfortable, if you're uncomfortable being down $200-300, hey, I mean that's okay, because there's different account sizes, different account sizes, different what do you call them? Max trailing drawdowns that people have. So I mean, respect your risk tolerance. I mean, if it's too much, then it's too much. That's fine. You don't want to blow your account if you're trying to do one of these prop. Hang on, let me do this right here. Turn that off. All right, so the signal came, so we want to manage this joker. Signal came on the 3 minute. We want to manage it on the 1 minute, right? So we got our stop set right here above the cloud, one tick above the cloud. Boom, boom, 4. Right there. So it is at 623 is the top of this cloud right here. And we're bouncing around. Like, I mean, it could come up in here and then turn around and go back down. The manager's saying stay in. The bias indication down here is still sell. So, and we're good. We're good. As a matter of fact, I may take this opportunity to, I might not. Last time I did that, it did not work out so well for me. So let's check out. We'll leave this trade on real quick. I've got my stop set, so we'll leave this trade on real quick. We'll head over here to the NQ. Check that out. It's on the rebound as well. I don't know that the data that came out was terrible. I think there was some jobless claims. I got a text on it, but I'm trying not to pull that up right this second and be rude. So I want to say that there may have been an increase in the jobless claims. Is that correct? Does anybody know that for sure? And then, so we're looking at gold's on the rebound. Finally found the bottom. Where was that bottom? 40, 45-ish. Okay, so it was a little below my estimate there, but, so I missed it. That's all right, though. It wouldn't be the first time I was wrong about something, right? Oh, man. All right, so you can see on the manager here that it's getting pretty close. It is on aggressive here. It's getting pretty close to the touching points here. And, I mean, you've got two options here. You can follow the manager direction, or you can set your stop above the top of your EMA cloud, which I would recommend having the stop above the EMA cloud, because when things reverse, they tend to have a little bit of oomph behind them, right? They tend to have a little bit of momentum behind them. And yes, I just got out of that trade because I chickened out. Okay, I'm trying not to disappoint myself today. So I am $1,023 up on the day. Yesterday I was up $1,000, and then I took a very bad trade on the gold, which is that lesson that I learned the hard way, right? About don't trade gold after the gold pits close. So keeping that in mind. But let's keep an eye on it. I mean, we'll go from there. I mean, this is based on that 6-star. Now, remember, they never tell you how far a 6-star is going to go, right? So it'll give you a 6-star saying, hey, this is going to be a great sell. Look left, try to find yourself a profit target, that next support zone. If you're going short, next resistance zone. If you're going long, and this is, look at that turning around. But see, I mean, it's trading super flat right now on the 3 minute. Got about 2 minutes left on the 15-minute candle here. So if it can keep pushing on down, I think we're going to look at a continuation here, and the target would be the 479 for that right there, depending on how this 15-minute candle closes. But then again, follow your signals, follow your cloud, follow your Ema Cloud, follow your system, right? All right, so we're gonna look at oil. Oil's bouncing around in yesterday's range right here between 74 and 92. 74 and 92. Boom, boom, boom. Looks pretty strong to the downside, but then again, there's nothing guaranteed, right? So we're going to slide on natural gas. 5-star, 6-star sell on natural gas. That's a finicky deal. I mean, it pays really, really well, but it goes against you and it'll make you sweat. I'm telling you. So your RTY. Look at that. Look at that 5-minute chop, 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 chop. Look at this. Down. That right there. That is tough, tough, tough. That is tough. I always hated it whenever it did that. Before I realized, just don't trade that. There are lessons that you will learn, yes, and don't trade stupidly is a very good lesson to learn early. Now this is the YM trade right here. Let's see if we can get on down to the 479, right? So patience when it comes to trades, yes, definitely have patience when it comes to trades, because you got to let the trade move. It's going to move. It's not going to go between A and B in a straight line. It's going to bounce. It's going to curve, right? It's going to retreat and then reattack. So you have to be patient. You got to just be patient with it, right? Personally, I'm still bad. I still struggle with. Oh, you want a Nutri-Grain bar? Okay, go on. So personally, I still deal with I still deal with the emotional aspect of things. And okay, you gonna put that back? Okay, go ahead and put that back. Put it back in this. There you go. The emotional aspect of trading, is very difficult to overcome, especially for a new trader with less than a year of experience right here, right? So you need to. Oh, here you go. I'll hold it. Don't worry about it. I got it. So I mean, there's a lot of things that I still need to overcome as a trader, and getting out of my own way and letting stuff like this happen, or adding on the pullback, which is what I was going to do, but decided not to do. I was going to add 2 on the pullback, which would have given me 3 contracts for this push south. So. But hindsight is a great teacher. I mean, you'll look at a trade you did today, a week later, and you'll go, oh, okay, well, I need to remember this for next time. And then the next time you see something like that, you can then make those adjustments to stay in it longer. I mean, because you're always going to be learning as a trader. There's no way that you have just know everything. Nobody has a crystal ball, right? So you just do the best you can. You can commit to learning consistently, and striving to do the best that you can every single day. And that's what we want to do here on this channel with you guys, is to just be honest, be upfront about, chickening out on a trade, or losing some money, or, are you all right over there? You need some water? You need some water? You need a drink? Hey, let me go get him a drink real quick before he just passes out or something from coughing. Here you go, buddy. I got you. There you go, my man. Thank you, sir. So we want to make sure that we are as upfront and honest as possible about the trades that we take, the amount of money that we make, the process that we're using to get there. This system is not designed to spit a bunch of garbage at you. Okay, this system is just calculation of numbers. It gives you the best probability for success based on multiple decision points. Okay, so let's the 6 star itself takes 12 decision makes 12 decisions, right? In mathematical, it takes a whole history of things into consideration before it gives you that 12 that 6 star, which is 12 points of decision, right? So, I mean, it could be anything from the amount of volume that there is to, a bunch of moving averages crossing over to the, you know, buy versus sell. I have no idea what all's in it, but I can tell you that if it's spitting out a 6 star, make sure that you do your job here. You mean throw in the trash? Here, I got it. There's a little bit left in there. Make sure you do your job as the trader, and look to the left. Look to the left. Go get you another one. Go get you another one. So we want to make sure that this is the most genuine channel that you can come to get answers. Okay, we're not trying to do anything out of the norm. Hang on, he needs another yogurt. Come on. There you go. Whoa. There you go. There you go. Mom's gonna kill me for giving you so much yogurt. Oh, so with that being said, make sure that when you come here to trade with us, that you understand that you're going to have to do your own due diligence. I think I've said this repeatedly throughout this session. Make sure that you look to the left. Make sure that you are doing your job to make sure that the trade is going to be successful. Because if you follow all of the rules, right, you don't trade inside the Ema Cloud. You look to the left and make sure you're not shorting into support or trading long into resistance, right? You wait until you get one tick below the 6 star. You can take a 5-star trade, treat it the same, but understand that the probabilities of a 5-star are going to be less than a 6-star, right? 6 stars are always better than 5 stars. So, are we looking for the 479? Anyway, so if you follow all of the rules, you're looking at an 80% on average, an average of 80% win rate if you follow all the rules. Now, take into consideration that you're looking at 80%, and the reason that it's 80% is because you're not taking every single trade that comes your way, right? You're literally waiting for all of these stars to align. So you get let's say you get a 5-star and a 6-star, boom, boom, back to back. You wait, you get in, boom, you hop in at the right time. You've already looked left. You know where your profit target is, and it just takes off, right? That's what you're waiting for. That's what you're looking for. So do your due diligence, looking left. Make sure that you're not trying to be a hero during data. There's somebody here. Make sure that you're not trying to be a hero during data and stuff like that whenever that comes out. But I mean, hey, if you trade data, go for it. Do your thing. I can't because, well, I've seen it just eat some people's lunches, and it was not very pretty. It was not very pretty. So if you are enjoying the session, and I apologize if I've been a little scatterbrained this morning, it's just been a crazy couple of days trying to get this new schedule down. So, but we're finding our routine. As you can see, there's not a whole baby screaming, crying in the background. Now, granted, I did wake him up an hour before this started so that he had time to wake up and really just, understand that everything was going to be okay. So today is about doing things the right way. So I woke him up an hour early, made sure he had all the snacks that any kid would ever want. Let me tell you, I'm telling you, he's had so much yogurt, it's probably going to come back and bite me later, but who cares, right? Oh man. All right. So listen, if you are interested in any, yes, if you guys are interested in any of these products that we've shown, the Divergence Cloud, the Expert Algo, the Ema Cloud, the Manager, the Harmonics, and stuff like that, and we'll get into the Harmonics eventually. I'm going to learn how to do those this weekend, so that next week we can take some Harmonics trades. Okay, so that way we're all. Oh, okay, thank you. So that way we're all kind of learning together, right? So, here, here you go. Gotcha. Head to the link in the description of this video right here. Go there, take a look around. Yay! Thank you, sir. Go there, take a look around. You'll find all this. They even have it all wrapped up in a nice little bundle for you, right? So you've got two different options. You've got the cradle to the grave, which is basically this from beginning to end of a trade, meaning it's got the expert algo and the manager combined. That's it. Those are the only two things in that package is the manager and the expert algo. And honestly, those are really the only two things you need. But if you like having more confirmation, then look at the bundle. Look at the day trading bundle, right? It's got the algo, it's got the Divergence Cloud, it has the Ema Cloud in it, and the Harmonics. You got four, right? You do not have the bias, but the bias I think is either $50 or $60, and it's a fantastic tool. Like it's on every single one of my charts, every single time frame, because it's going to show something on one time frame that I'm probably not seeing on another time frame. So make sure you have it up. When you do use the XBRAT system, make sure that you have it set up on the time frames that you want to monitor. Okay, so for a like 15-minute time frame, we'll get a 6-star sell. So and the higher time frames are always going to be the strongest signals. Does that, if that makes any sense? So a 5-star, or I'm sorry, a 6-star on the 5-minute is going to really go a lot farther than a 5-star or 6-star on the 1 minute. We'll say it's a lot stronger of a signal. So keeping that in mind, go there, take a look at it, see what you like, see if anything interests you, and then if you decide to make the purchase, then you can come back here and you can learn how to use the system with me. I will show you every in and out that I can about the system and how to use it, okay? Because that is the only thing that we trade on this channel. That is it. We use the XBRAT algo, the manager, Divergence Cloud, all that, all of the things that I'm trying to tell you guys will help you if you're a new trader or you're not a successful or consistent trader yet. This will help you get to where it is that you want to be. Okay, so the algo, the bundle, it has they've got two options. One, you can just buy all the stuff and then have it for life, or option two, you can do a lease, 6 months lease, 6-month lease, right, for $600, right? So it's $100 a month for 6 months. Pay $600 up front, you get it for 6 months, and if you don't make $600 in that 6 months, you need to be in this room trading with me, okay? Because yeah, that's with this system right here, $600, you can literally replace the money that you spend on this in a single day. Case in point, Paul's trades this morning. Case in point, my trades today. I mean, even with the loss, I'm still $1,100. Actually, I'm 1,000 and $28.36 after commissions. But who's really counting, right? So I'm averaging right now with this system, I'm averaging about $1,000 a day consistently by following the rules that are programmed into this thing. Okay. I'm not putting any of my own spin on this, any of my own emphasis on this. This is strictly Paul's system, and it's strictly how it's designed to be used. Okay. So remember that whenever you switch to a new system, you have to combat the mental process, the thought process that you had from your previous edge that you were using. Okay. So make sure that you're here on the daily basis trading with me. Okay. Just, if you have questions, ask. If you're not a member of the Discord, join the Discord, because you're going to get a ton of questions answered just from being able to ask Paul directly, or Damien directly, or me directly, or any of the other members, right? Uh-oh. Well, things are falling to pieces around here. There's yogurt all over the floor now, and but he's not screaming, which is a plus, right? Yeah, go ahead and never mind. The dog's cleaning it up, so we're good. Anyway, hey y'all, you guys, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little tongue tied here. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please visit the website, globaltradingsoftware.com. The link is in the description. Go there, check it out. The auto traders, if you're not very good at making those decisions, if you're not very good at managing your own trades, Paul has developed something for you. You can trade the micro NQ, the mini NQ, micro ES, mini ES, oil, oil, and the micro oil. It will trade it for you, and they have it for a few different oh gosh, they have it for a few different systems. So hey, leave her alone. She's fine. She already ate it. They've got it for Trade Station, which actually Trade Station, you can lease it for like $149 a month, I think, per one that you decide to use. So you've got that option for Trade Station. Then they've got the Auto Trader for Trading View. And then they're working on getting it for Ninja Trader, right? I believe the goal is by year end, they're going to have it for Ninja Trader. So if that's something that interests you, they have the trade journals. Go on there, take a look at it. Join the Discord. They have a whole section just for the auto trader and the trades that it has taken, profitable or loss. It doesn't matter. They're in there, okay? Thank you guys for joining me this morning. I apologize if I lost my train of thought a couple of times. I'm still getting used to the schedule myself. So I hope that you guys had made some successful trades today, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here this afternoon. I will be here at 2 o'clock Eastern time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. There it is. Oh, there's no auto. Oh, I'm sorry. I lied. Trade Station, not for Trading View. Trade Station. All right. Well, I'm going to jump off here real quick. It is just, I need a break. You guys have a great morning, okay? See y'all this afternoon.